Hello YouTube, welcome to part 3 of our Callisto Protocol playthrough. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you at the end of part 3. Peace. Bit confused here. What is going on? Oh, there we go. All around in these tunnels, huh? Oh, I was wondering where we were supposed to go earlier. I thought we were stuck in that cellar. In here. Reach the transit. Oh gosh! Nice try, bastard. Nice try, dude. But you're nowhere near close. Alright, continuing through. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah. Wait, why did that little box just move? What the heck? Scared me a bit. Took the wrong way.
Holding a tram now. You're gonna have to sneak out the way you came in. Look for a vent in the far corner.
Look for a vent? What else is he navigating to? Oh shit! this freaking kink in my headset. Tired of dealing with this kink in my headset. What the heck is that?
What was that?
That's what I want. Oh shit! Oh gosh! Got plenty more health where that came from. Vault over it. Covered in blood a lot in this game. I like it. You guys told me to take dismemberment mode, but wouldn't it have been hardcore, have been more, you know, hitting of the stream? Hard mode? I bet there still would have been dismemberment mode if it was just hardcore mode. Oh my gosh. Really? That's crazy, Cursive. Why can't you reach out to him and tell him? He was a bit too easy, but I don't know. We're not really that far into it yet, so we'll see. It will be a harder mode we can unlock after we beat the game or something. I've died a few times. I could have died a lot more by now. Oh gosh, that's not good. They need to get their shit together for a sec. Is it this way? We've already been this way. Are we going around in circles? Bro, what the hell? We are going around in circles. Oh, there we go.
Right, listen clearly, Jacob. That vent in the far corner will get you to waste processing.
Flush his head in.
Alert condition red.
Oh shit.
Resume.
Oh shit. Alert condition red. Wait, right now we'll sub-tier 10% of all tiers 300 and up as well as power-ups. What? Really? Hey, Cursive, those 500 bits you cheered, how come I didn't get bonus bits? Damn, just like that? What do you mean? Yeah, the freaking... It said you're supposed to get 10% on every tier 300 plus.
Right. Listen clearly, Jacob. That vent in the far corner will get you to waste processing.
Yeah. But didn't. Aw, shit. It just started today, Cursive. It just started today. For every 5 gift subs, we'll add a bonus gift sub.
No shit. Don't bullshit me. Bullshit.
I didn't realize it just started today.
Bullshit.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
Why didn't they just start earlier in the month? What the fuck? The month is already halfway over. Oh, fuck. Gotta be sneaky though. It is our fault if we're not sneaky enough. Gotta be sneaky, Cursive. You gotta be sneaky.
Threat condition elevated.
Robots. These robots ain't shit. I don't have any ammo. Robot's head, it said.
Inmate, remain where you are.
Oh shit. What did it say to do? Didn't it say shoot the robot's head? What was that? That was weird. What did it say to do? As long as you can kill it.
Threat condition elevated.
Oh shit. Run!
Insert.
Okay.
Stand down.
Oh God!
Inmate, cease all hostile activity. Reporting no activity.
Today we're taking a look at what might be the best new archetype coming out of Stellar Crown, Tank Terapagos EX. Terapagos EX is attack, does 30 damage for each of our benched Pokemon. We got 4 of those, 4 Bouffalant, that makes our colorless Pokemon tankier, a 4/4 Noctowl line for the engine, 2 Fan Rotom to help us set up our Noctowl line in the early game, and a 1/1/1 Dusknoir. For the supporters, we got 4 Iono, 2 Penny, 2 Boss's Orders, 1 Colress's Tenacity, 1 Professor Turo, and 1 Briar. Items, Pokemon Search, we got 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball. To aggressively draw through our deck, we have 4 Trekking Shoes, 1 Scoop Up Cyclone, 1 Switch, 1 Night Switcher, 1 Counter Catcher, 1 Energy Lotto. And then for the tool cards, we have 3 Bravery Charm to increase the HP of our Terapagos, a 4 Area 0 Stadium card to give us that big bench to swing hard, and then 4 Double Turbo Energy. That's my first take on Tank Terapagos EX. If you want to fully...
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check the video out. We are going to discuss what I believe Sony needs to do as soon as possible. I believe it is absolutely necessary at this point in time, and that is to simply reveal new games. Host some type of show, whether it be an actual showcase or state of play, focused on revealing new games. And I want to specifically emphasize the word new. The reason why I want to emphasize this word in particular is because we are just coming off of the PlayStation 5 Pro technical presentation, and obviously the elephant in the room is the price point, which we've talked about at length. But there's another, in my opinion, problem with the way Sony went about showing off this console. It is new hardware, and I think a base expectation that people have when new hardware is being shown is new games alongside it. Now, that's what made the situation, I think, even more awkward with the reveal of the PS5 Pro, is that the very first game Sony decided to show running on the Pro wasn't even a PlayStation 5 developed game. It was a PlayStation 4 developed game, that being The Last of Us Part 2. Now, don't get me wrong, The Last of Us Part 2 is a very impressive looking game, one of the most impressive looking games, but there's no getting around the fact that this game was developed from the ground up natively for the PlayStation 4, the last generation machine, not the PlayStation 5. We have yet to actually see a from the ground up developed PlayStation 5 title from Naughty Dog. So I think Sony choosing to make that the first game to highlight is a bit of a mistake and just creates an even more awkward situation aside from the pricing of the Pro console. But then when you look at the other games that they decided to show, they are certainly all impressive games. Games like Demon's Souls, games like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Spider-Man 2. But again, these are all games that people have likely played already. I mean, we could look at something like Spider-Man 2 and say, well, hey, that's a from the ground up PS5 game. And while that may be true, even what they decided to show was so minimal and so brief, it really couldn't get anybody that excited, because it's just, again, it's just like a 10-second, like, here's a comparison, somewhat zoomed in, and now we're going to move on to another game that you probably have already played. Right? And I emphasize probably have already played because the reality is most people tuning into this presentation and tuning in to hear about this new hardware likely are already PS5 owners and have, you know, played most of these titles. So this is why I think right now Sony needs to show some new games. I think that it's obvious there's a massive amount of
That didn't scare
backlash
me
that
at all.
Sony's experiencing right
Just
now.
pair of legs.
And that's understandable, and that's even to be expected with a console being
One
priced
last
at
thing.
this
There's a trap in
point
there to
with,
keep inmates from
you know,
sneaking
not
out.
including the stand and all that stuff.
say
Of
what
course,
now?
there's going to be backlash, but I really do think and believe that most people, if not all people, who currently play on PlayStation, no matter how mad they are at the Pro, the reason you play on PlayStation is for the game, right? Something that Sony offered at some point in time, whether it be a first-party exclusive, second-party exclusive, third-party exclusive, or just a third-party multi-plat title, something in that category brought you over to PlayStation.
Ah,
I'm
this
so
is
forward to see how this is playing out, because what we are basically witnessing is Sony saying, here's new hardware, the most advanced console ever made, the most powerful console ever made, also by far one of the most expensive, but we're not going to show you new games. And so it just really adds salt to the wound, I think. And the good news is that apparently next week, if rumors are to be believed, Sony is planning on doing just this. They're planning on hosting a relatively large state of play where the focus is going to be on showing PS5 Pro enhanced games. And one rumor in particular that seems to be coming from a pretty credible source claims that this state of play will be big, as I said, but it will also have some first-party reveals and maybe even one big world premiere, which is, you know, again, they're saying maybe that'll show up here, maybe not, but just putting emphasis on this is what Sony is going to do. And I really hope it's true, right? It makes sense. I know that no matter what Sony decides to show game-wise, it's not going to win people over. It's not going to win most people over and suddenly saying, you know what, actually, I am okay paying $700 for a Pro. But that's not the point. The point remains, we need to see the games. The games are what bring people to PlayStation to begin with. The games are why people have PS5s to begin with. And so regardless of our feelings on the Pro, or even these games being PS5 Pro enhanced, we've reached that point where it's like, Sony, now more than ever, you gotta show some kind of roadmap. You gotta have some new game announcements to rejuvenate the fan base and most importantly, get people back to talking about what matters the most. The games. I feel like we had a couple of days there where the focus was on just that. It was on the game. It was on Astrobot. But just like that, the rug was pulled out from underneath Astrobot, and suddenly it's like, oh no, the PS5 Pro and the insane price point is now the focal point. And I just feel like this is something that can easily be kind of overcome. Like I said, if Sony just gives people what it is that they want, what they've been waiting for. Not to make it sound like Sony hasn't been delivering games, or that, you know, there hasn't been a myriad of games to play on the PlayStation 5. That would be very disingenuous to claim. But we kind of have reached that endpoint where the only games that are left to release are Until Dawn Remake, which, you know, I'm going to be honest, there's not a whole lot of hype around that, and also Lego Horizon, which I don't know how much excitement there is around it. It doesn't seem like there's that much. You know, some people are interested in it for sure, but it's not really saying much. We know about games like Death Stranding 2 and Wolverine, but beyond that, we don't really know much else. And even with those two games I just listed, we have yet to see anything from Wolverine that wasn't leaked. We have yet to see anything in some kind of official capacity. And when it comes to Death Stranding 2, you know, the reality is, and I say this as somebody who's extremely excited for it, it's not going to be a game for everybody. I think that's fairly obvious. Doesn't make me any less excited to see it. But I just think that Sony needs to do a little bit more now, especially after, you know, seeing what happened with Concord. We had that brief moment in the sun with Astrobot, but now, you know, the backlash is here again with the PS5 Pro. I just think Sony, the time's come. You know, their 30th anniversary is coming up in early December. It just feels like now is the time to look. If you're not going to put on a big showcase and show like 4 or 5 first-party reveals, at least have a big state of play where there is some type of first-party presence. And I want to emphasize that first-party presence should not be, hey, here's another trailer for The Last of Us Part 2 PS5 Pro Enhanced or Spider-Man 2 PS5 Pro Enhanced. We should see new games, right? Like, that's really, I think, what we need to see. But I'm going to temper my expectations, and I recommend you do the same. I felt like it was important to have this discussion because it is unfortunate that as we are seeing this new hardware revealed, the conversation seems to be focused on everything but the games, and that is understandable. Again, that I think is Sony's fault in the way that they chose to go about doing this. But it would be great if by the end of next week, Sony were to put on some type of pretty big state of play, have some new game reveals. Of course, they're going to show some older games. You know, they're going to show games that have already come out that are enhanced. I think we all expect that, but it can't be the only thing they show. They got to bring the goods, right? They got to deliver what people have been asking them to deliver for what feels like a while now. Because sure, it's great that we got games like Returnal and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart and God of War Ragnarok and Horizon and GT7 and all that. It's great. We've had so many games, but we officially have reached that point where it's like, you know, what lies ahead? If you want people to go out there and be excited to buy Pro, even for that price point, what lies ahead, right? We've reached that point. It has to happen. So Sony, I feel like you got to get on this ASAP. I think it can really only benefit you at this point, and I think it would go a long way in kind of calming people down and, you know, maybe reminding people that, listen, if you do just buy the base PS5 or you're already playing the base PS5, these games are also coming to that and they're going to look and run great and you can still be just as excited for them, right? I think that it would go a very long way, but I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and have this discussion with you guys. And so let me know down in the comments below if you agree with me. Do you think Sony needs to come out as soon as possible and start revealing new games and getting people excited once again about the games and putting the focus
Surging Sparks become Generation 9's iconic set. Now, honestly, I couldn't be more grateful to have surpassed 15,000 subscribers, so I would love to give this incredible special illustration rare Alakazam from Pokemon 151. Now, if I reply to your comment with this specific Sylveon emoji, then well done, you have won this special card. And also, if this is your first time tuning in, my name is Philip and I'm the marketing professional who runs this Pokemon YouTube channel. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. I always love seeing new faces. And of course, all these custom emojis can be accessed with channel membership. Alright, so I'm looking at Surging Sparks. Now, I actually am recovering from one of the worst colds I've ever had in my life, and my voice literally was gone for like nearly 5 days, and it's just recovering a little bit right now, as you can probably tell. Nonetheless, we are looking at Surging Sparks, and I'm actually quite excited to look at this set. A few reasons for Surging Sparks, though. This feels like, straight up, man, the first set that's actually competing fighting with the big dogs from Sword and Shield. It really feels like we're now hitting that Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies, Lost Origin territory, right? And I just want to say that what people said, oh, Surging Sparks is very similar to the Voltage. I completely disagree. I think this set has a very unique appeal. Even though it is a Pikachu set, I think this set is a major step up from what we've seen in the Scarlet Violet era. I want to take you through that. So right now I'm looking at the booster box. Now, interestingly, I do think the booster box looks great. Maybe you have Pikachu on the box. Pikachu is the mascot, right? So it draws in fans. Kids are going to see it on shelves. They're going to love it. Parents for the Christmas period know exactly who Pikachu is. You know, Pokemon.
After that.
One last thing. There's a trap in there to keep inmates from sneaking out.
What, say what now?
We need to see how long the beat takes to beat this thing. About 10 hours. Okay. Oh god. Really?
One last thing. There's a trap in there to keep inmates from sneaking out.
What, say what now?
Yeah, I keep running into it apparently. Ah.
One last thing. There's a trap in there to keep inmates from sneaking out.
What, say what now?
Wrong way. Yo! What are you doing, bro? Jacob, what are you doing?
One last thing. There's a trap in there to keep inmates from sneaking out.
What, say what now?
need to stasis him.
One last thing. There's a trap in there to keep inmates from sneaking out.
What, say what now?
Oh, we made it out of the prison.
Elias, I made it out of the checkpoint.
Good. Now get to the window. Tell us what you see.
Oh, that's one hell of a view.
Yeah, you got the hell part right, bruh. It's a big storm blowing in. You don't want to get caught in the middle of that.
Yeah, I see it. I got eyes on the hangar, too.
Yeah, that's our ticket out of here.
Yeah, I ran plenty of jobs out of that place. Feels like a lifetime ago.
We will get you back to that life. You just gotta stick to the plan. Which means you need to get your ass to the habitat dome.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to get there?
Look, no one said this would be easy. But trust, I got your back.
Watch your back,
What's that
bro.
supposed to mean?
Look, I used to work down there, collecting research, you might say. I made some recordings. The software I uploaded to your core will trigger them when you get close. Just follow them and you will get to the dome.
And then what?
I'll pick you up at the tram station. Easy peasy.
Alright. I'll be in touch.
No, you won't. You're going underground, man. No signal till you reach the dome.
Oh, that figures. Is there anything else you haven't told me?
Look, just get a move on, yeah? There should be a hatch nearby. And, good luck, Jacob.
Yeah, you too.
And we're going deep, huh? Hey YouTube, thanks for watching part 3 of our Callisto Protocol playthrough. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in part 4. Have a good day.